Naki sent me an email saying that there were some people who wanted to know about Chukyo, so I figured I'd make like a quick and dirty video to sort of tell you a bit about Chukyo. A couple pictures of like the city, some pictures of a cemetery that's between like where I live and the city. It's really, really beautiful there. And some pictures from a park we went to for Ohanami, for looking at cherry blossoms. So here are some of those pictures. You know, that way you can see, you know, here was the Ohanami. We walked around. They had lots of cool food and stands and stuff, and there were a bunch of Japanese people just hanging out, drinking and having a good time. And then the cemetery that I like to walk through, because it is really, really beautiful, especially around sunset. And yeah, I don't really have any pictures of the campus right now. Sorry. It's really, really great. Like, my apartment, hopefully you can't see much of it behind me because it's a horrible, horrible mess right now. It's a terrible mess. I'm gonna get it cleaned up soon. But Chukyo is pretty awesome. Like, so far, like the International Center, they've been really great, like helping us get everything done. Alien registration card, like they helped us fill that out, and then we went to, they actually took us to the office where we needed to submit the application and got all that together. And when you're applying for Chukyo, they ask you to send like 7 photos of yourself. I wasn't exactly sure what those were for, but you know, at least 2 of them went to this application, so they're sort of planning ahead for you even before you get here, so they're really great. They plan lots of outings and trips and stuff for us. If we want to, we can participate in a homestay experience. But yeah, for pictures of the university and pictures of like my apartment and the way it's set up, check back later. I'll throw some up. Add me on the Facebook if I have a Facebook page that's linked to this YouTube account. So Chad in Japan. Chukyo is also really cool because it is in Nagoya, which is a pretty decent sized city. Like, to me, it looks a lot like and feels a lot like New York at times. I mean, you know, it's no busier than like downtown Huntington. So I mean, if you can handle downtown Huntington, you can handle this part of town. They have subways here, which are awesome, and they're actually, I mean, it's really intimidating, especially when you see all the kanji and stuff at first, but it's actually really easy to get around on. Chukyo is, as far as I can tell, a more challenging program. I just registered for classes. I'm taking like 14 classes. 8 of those classes are Japanese classes, and the rest are like taught in Japanese. So I don't really have a whole lot of classes in English. Like, they're not there. Well, I mean, they have them. You can take classes in English if you want to. But I just chose to take as many classes in Japanese as I could. And again, Chukyo, they, like the International Center here, they helped us with all that too. Like, they walked us over there and sat down with the registration lady, and it was just, you know, me and them, and they just sat us down and they just sort of like, you know, what's your major, you know, what sort of classes do you want to take? And they just sort of, you know, like, okay, oh, this sensei is a little, Kibishi is a little strict, so you might not want to take them. And, you know, they really sort of help you through that process, which is really great. So, I mean, and their International Center here is, like, brand spanking new. It is gorgeous. The campus is gorgeous. I will put pictures up on the Facebook page, and I'll try and, if I get my camcorder working, I'll take some video around campus and stuff, and get that all up for you. And another thing, like during this first week, a lot of the clubs are out in like the courtyard part of campus, and they're always recruiting, and especially when they see like you know, international students, like, you know, white people, American people, like they just sort of freak out, and they're like, they come running up to you and like, here, join our club, join our thing. Especially guys, if you are kind of tall and you somewhat even hefty looking. Like, I don't think I'm built looking, I just, you know, I'm hefty. I'm kind of fat. Yeah. But, like, the football team will attack you. And, like, I think I have been recruited onto the football team. I think I'm actually going to try and do it. Like, I don't really play football in the States. Like, I've played with friends and stuff, but I've never played, like, on a team, so this is going to be an interesting experience. This is, like, some of these things, like, Chukyo has 2 campuses, one here in Nagoya, in the city I'm in, and then one in Toyota, which is about a 20 to 30 minute train ride out. I think you can do like a semester there, a semester here, try and do that. Like, where our direct exchange relationship with Chukyo is new, it's sort of flexible, I guess. Like, we might be able to do different things. So talk to Kylie, talk to Naki Sensei, and then, you know, talk to the people at Chukyo and see what you can and can't do. You will get to know the international students. Like, one thing I did think about Chukyo before I came is that, you know, other than like James and Brian, like, there was hardly going to be any international students. Like, there was going to be none. But I mean, there's about 20 international students here. At least there's 13 from America, 3 from Marshall alone, 3 from Finland, 3 from France, and 1 from Korea. You will want to get a cell phone once you get here. I don't have one yet. You have to wait on your alien registration card to get a cell phone. But you'll figure all that out when you get it. What else? What do you want to know? See, I'm having to try and read your mind because evidently Naki's meeting is today, and I didn't get the email till yesterday. It's not her fault, it's my fault. Here. What do you want to know about Chukyo? What do you want to know about Chukyo? Actually, that's a good question. Whatever you want to know, send me a message. Either message me through YouTube, through email, through Facebook, through Twitter, through whatever. Everything that I have should be linked to everything else. So just send me a message, let me know what you want to know, what you want to see, and I will take pictures, I'll take video, I'll get explanations. If it's a question I don't know the answer to, I'll try and find the answer to it. Just whatever you want to know, send me a message and I will find out. So I will try and be your pre-Chukyo guide. But if you're wanting to study abroad, definitely get ready. What is today's date? Oh, it's going to be the 7th by the time you get this. So it's going to be too late for you guys to get probably the Gilman Scholarship, I do believe. I think. I'm not sure. I think the deadline for the Gilman Scholarship was already passed. I don't know. But scholarships. Get scholarships, apply for scholarships, apply for every single one you can find. Like, I applied for the Gilman Scholarship and my GPA is not the best. I will let you know, it's just a little under 3.0. I'm not saying anything more than that. But you don't have to, you know, have like a 4.0 GPA and have all these extracurriculars and be the best student to get scholarships. Just apply. Also, whenever you do study abroad, challenge yourself. Like, don't just sit in your apartment all the time and do nothing and make silly videos. Get out there and try something. Like today, me and some of the international students, we went to a bookstore, and I have no idea how I'm going to read it, but I picked up this book. Can you see it? It's called Another. I have no idea what it's about, but I saw the cover and I thought it looked, you know, creepy and cool looking, and I was like, you know what, I think I might want to read this, but I want to know what it's about first, because if it was going to be a super girly book, I didn't want it. So I went up to one of the guys there, one of the people working, and I just, you know, asked them, you know, what kind of story is it. I asked him if it was scary, because that's sort of what I was looking for, and he's like, yeah, it's probably a scary story. And of course, he was answering in Japanese. He said, yeah, it's probably scary. So I thought that'd be really cool to try and read, you know, this book in, you know, in Japanese. And you know what else is scary? It's 700 pages. 700 pages of kanji and grammar that I don't know. My goal is to have read this by the time I get back. So I got 9 months. 9 months to get through a 700-page book in Japanese. But it looks like it's going to be really cool. So, you know, when you get here, try and do stuff like this. You know, even if it's not reading books, you know, go do something that you think you can't do, and just try and do it. Even if you can't do it, try. It never hurts to try. If you have any other questions, let me know.